As security approaches, Dominic speaks calmly into his phone. Patricia, contact the board. The Meridian acquisition needs to be reconsidered. Security guards flank Dominic like prison escorts. One grips his shoulder with unnecessary force. The other blocks any retreat, hand resting on his holstered taser. Thomas smirks, vindicated in his prejudice. Harrison fidgets with his tie, conflict visible in his eyes. We'll need to escort this, person out, Thomas announces to the now silent lobby. The pause before person hangs in the air, loaded with contempt. Guests freeze in tableau, cocktails and conversations suspended. Thomas basks in the attention, straightening his spine. Sir, please come with us, the larger guard says, increasing pressure on Dominic's shoulder. Dominic doesn't resist but continues his phone conversation with deliberate clarity. Yes, Patricia. All $4.9 billion of the Meridian deal. The Grand Pinnacle's parent company won't be suitable partners after all. Thomas barks a laugh. A phone prop and fake numbers. How original. He waves dismissively. Continue, gentlemen. The guards push Dominic forward. His leather shoes whisper against marble as they march him through the lobby. Wealthy patrons stare over champagne flutes. Some whisper behind manicured hands. Others pull out phones, recording the spectacle. No one intervenes. Dominic catalogs every face, every reaction. The woman who looks away in discomfort. The elderly man who frowns disapprovingly at him, or the treatment, impossible to tell. The young couple snickering behind designer shopping bags. He memorizes each one, his expression betraying nothing while humiliation burns inside him like molten lead. At the entrance, a young bellhop with Adam on his name tag looks up from his post. His eyes widen in recognition. Wait, isn't that... Adam begins. Mind your station, Thomas snaps, silencing him with a glare. Outside, security releases Dominic with a warning not to return. His Bentley appears, brought by a valet who whispers, I'm sorry, sir, while handing over the keys. Dominic tips him a $100 bill, then sits behind the wheel. The rage and humiliation crystallize into something colder, harder, and infinitely more dangerous than mere anger. In the rearview mirror, Dominic watches the young bellhop rush out, waving desperately for the Bentley to stop. Dominic's foot eases off the accelerator. The Bentley glides to a stop as Adam, the bellhop, jogs up to the driver's window. Mr. Taylor? Adam's voice carries equal parts awe and panic. I recognized you immediately, sir. You're on the cover of Forbes this month, the Meridian acquisition. He glances back at the hotel nervously. What happened in there was wrong, completely wrong. Thank you, Dominic says simply. I'll testify about what I saw. I've worked here 8 months, and this isn't the first time. Adam pulls out his phone. Here's my number. I'm off at 10. Dominic saves the contact and drives away. Once alone, his composed facade finally cracks. His hands tremble slightly on the steering wheel. A muscle twitches in his jaw. He takes a deep breath, then dials his executive assistant. Patricia, halt all paperwork on the Meridian acquisition, immediately. Patricia sits surrounded by stacks of documents, each awaiting final signatures for tomorrow's ceremony. The $4.9 billion deal would acquire Meridian Hotels, parent company of the Grand Pinnacle, and 16 other luxury properties worldwide. She spent 18 months on this acquisition. What happened? She asks, already moving to her computer. I just experienced their corporate culture firsthand. His voice carries a chill she's never heard before. Call legal. We need a team ready in an hour. Next, Dominic calls his chief counsel. He explains the incident with clinical